Yeah, I was happy about how we scrapped to win that. Thought there's some good periods. I thought we worked some good periods to get in front, and then obviously had to deal with some different stuff there to control the game to win. Yeah. Yeah, I think this weekend, I think that obviously the game that's happening now and that game being the top 4 teams that were playing was created a bit of interest, and obviously haven't run into each other on the same day for a little bit, so it created a bit of that great crowd, everyone coming out to watch that, and yeah, it's a good spectacle.
How does Teddy keep getting better?
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of guys out there today. It was a bit of a stop-start game. I think that's the way they sort of like to play that. So it wasn't a rhythm sort of a game, and that's why I was really pleased about. You know, if you want to go toe to toe, we'll play that longer style game and kick returns and all of that. And if you want to play stop-start, we'll get down and dirty and play that as well. So I think there was a good combination of those two today, which made it that style of a game.
Joseph Manu coming off in their first half for a HIA, was there any thought to bring him off straight away? Because it was a couple of minutes later that he was brought off.
No. No.
Obviously,
He got knees in the back and he was on report, so you know the initial thought that it was knees in the back, the reason that he was down, and it was the reason.
Did you see anything in that incident?
Oh no, nothing different. I haven't looked at it again. Nothing different to what sort of happened there. I think they said he didn't use his arms to go in for the tackle, so it wasn't a major point, I don't think.
Well, how do you feel your position right now? I mean, you're defending premiers and you're just marking. I think you've won 4 in a row now. Where do you feel you're at?
We're okay today. I thought we worked hard today, so I thought there was a real good principle game, like the stuff that you want to see at this time of year. You want to see you working hard and working on sort of kick chases and pressures and scrapping, and I thought we executed fairly well. But I can still see a lot of improvement in this. I still think the way that we went about some parts of the day, I thought when we were up 22-12, we could have turned the screws a bit more, and we didn't. So there's a few bits there that I want to work on. But I think, you know, obviously the early kick try was disappointing at the end there for Whitehead, and then, you know, throw out the back offloads. So, I mean, that says some good stuff about our defence, about what we're defending a lot of their shapes and what they wanted to throw at us. But we've got to get better at some of those second options. When they can't find a way through, they're going to throw out some different types of things, and we needed to do better on those 3 tries. We haven't let 3 tries in for a while, so that it's a good lesson against a good team that we want to tighten up a bit in some of those scrappier type tries that we need to clean up.
Sorry, Trent, remember he came down here similar stage last year, didn't he? Play the Raiders and why got beaten a close one. I know you don't want to compare too much, but what lessons did you learn out of that last year, and how do you sort of feel you're tracking compared to that same time last year?
To be honest, nothing really. It was all about how we playing for this week. All we focused on was I thought we obviously played Gold Coast last week, a team that's, I mean, it's not being rude to Gold Coast, even they'll say it, that's a few runs below where Canberra are at, but we played a very solid game. We stuck mentally within that game and got our rewards. And we wanted to start the game well again. We wanted to go straight back into what we hold of value, and we did that, and we started well. And then those two offload tries were disappointing, but the boys turned it around from that point on fairly well.
How far away are the Raiders?
That's up to Ricky to let you know, to be honest.
how much of a difference did you notice from that win against them in Magic Round to now?
The strips have gone up, I'd say.
Injuries?
Sammy Verrills had, I don't know what he's got, to be honest. I wanted to get him back out there, but he was hurting, and he's a man that doesn't complain at all about anything, Sammy. And he was trying, I think I saw him the whole second half trying to get back out there. But a credit to Rads and his second role in our team to play 80 minutes and go in there at hooker, but I don't know.
Was it an HIA he failed, or? Who failed the HIA?
He had ice on his knee.
No, it was knee. He didn't come off for a HIA.
So he's on his sixth match there, and
Yeah.
it's been identified that you got a hole because Jake Friend's out there, but he doesn't look like a liability at all. He looks good.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the way that he's played the game since he's come in. He came across a couple of years ago from Manly. We saw a really tough kid with good skills, beautiful skills and passing, but he's under 20 still. And then we go in at the back end of a year in a team that teams are going to often come after you, and without your front rowers sometimes starting, and he's just, I'm really proud of him. And he really typifies what we've been trying to develop at the Roosters over a period of time, that our development systems, obviously the area that we live means we have to get the Victor Radley, squeeze the juice out of the lemon there in the juniors through our 4 clubs, and then we have to recruit into 18s and indoctrinate them in our style of training and playing. And he's a great product of that. Like, it's really great to see him come through and then go, okay, get out there and do your job. So,
Do you feel that stripping rule's getting a bit greater as we go on this season? Like, the only good team are doing it right, the Raiders.
yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with them. They're. What is it? I mean, honestly, is that added to the spectacle of our game? Like, they've obviously done it well on a couple of occasions, and then you can't get the Joey Manu one wrong in the corner, where he's on the ground, and you can't, like, they're obviously going to strip it, but if they're going to, like, you can't get that wrong. Like, that's just a really bad call. And then you go, well, it's extra weight. The refs are there talking about constantly looking at the ball and who's stripping, so it ends up being a strip, slow play the balls, people in the ruck. Honestly, is that added value to our game? And it's got nothing to do with Canberra. The rules come in and they've exploited it really, really well. And so congratulate them for that. But honestly, who pressure tested this and said, refs, can you control the ruck, plus also adjudicate on split-second guys coming in and out? And is this adding value to our game?
Do you expect that defender falling off strip to be replaced next year, to be reversed?
I got no idea, to be honest. I'm not sure. But ask the question, someone has a bright idea in the off-season and they put it in, and one-on-one tackles when you one-on-one contact, that's been in our game the whole time. But stand there, fight off 3 guys that are trying to screw you into the ground with everything that you got, so you don't get turned into a pretzel, and then everyone has their code to fall off the tackle and then strip the ball off you whilst you're trying to not be. Come on, honestly, this is an attacking game where you want some attrition. Anyway, someone smarter than me will work that out at the end of the year.
That one keeps your top 2 fate in your own hands. Like, that's a big advantage if you can play your whole final series in Sydney, right? If that's how it works out.
Is that a question about the Warriors next week?
Well, you're keeping your destiny in your own hands, basically, yeah.
We've got the Warriors next Sunday. Okay, thanks.